Hello and welcome. I'm Jonathan,
And I'm Amy.
and this is J&A.
Travel Day. Hi, everyone. So, we recently got off of Brilliance of the Seas, and about a week before the cruise, we were going through the theme nights, and I got super excited because for the first time, I saw that there was a 1920s theme night.
And as you know, Amy really enjoys dressing up, which in turn means I really enjoy dressing up. So we were some of the few guests on the ship that actually were able to be prepared and dress up for this 1920s night.
Yeah, so we knew it was 1920s night, but we did not know until that morning that they also had kind of a special event for it that we had never seen.
Nope.
And it was a prohibition bar, which how cool is that they thought to do that on the 1920s night. I will say on ours, it was pretty heavily publicized. So if it was a true prohibition bar, cops would have been there immediately.
Yeah, and I think they have done this maybe a few times in the past, and what they had found was not enough people were going. So they overly publicized this one in hopes to get more people to go, and in turn, it was busy.
It was very busy. I guess in the past, like you mentioned, they just had the QR codes posted like at the bar or like one or two random spots on the ship. And I think the signage was also smaller, so they didn't have the turnout. So they really wanted people to know about it, and they knew about it.
So when Amy is talking about the QR codes, so as you can see in this video here, there were these QR codes. They were all throughout the ship, almost at every bar that you would walk past. And what you would do is you would take your phone, scan the QR code, and it would take you to a web page. Now, the one bad part about this was you needed to have internet in order to access the web page. It did not take you to a Royal Caribbean app where you could use it with just their basic internet. You needed to have internet in order to view the actual webpage for this prohibition bar menu. And it also gave you what the secret code was to get into the bar and the approximate location of where it would be.
Yeah, so that was kind of one of the unfortunate parts that I do hope they fix, because listen, some people are trying to get away from everything and they don't want to have the internet package. So hopefully in the future, if they do this, it will be kind of integrated into the app and you won't need the internet. But do know, at least in the near future, if you see it, you probably need to find a buddy with the internet.
Now, as you can see, as we go through the menu here, there were a decent amount of drinks listed here. There were 2 whiskey drinks, 1 gin drink, 1 cognac drink. And the cool part about it, all of these drinks were included. If you were a Crown and Anchor member, Diamond and above, getting those free drinks, you could use one of your vouchers there. If you had one of the drink packages that included alcoholic beverages, you could use that there. The only thing that was not included and would have to be purchased separately would be the one food item, which was a sushi platter for approximately $20. That would have to be done separately.
Yeah. So as we mentioned, it was pretty busy to start. And unfortunately, on top of there already being a line at the time it was supposed to open, it opened late.
Yeah. Just about like 35 minutes late.
Yeah, something like that. And we have a theory, again, just a theory. We have no proof, but at least on our ship, the prohibition bar was inside chef's table. So we think they had to clear out any of the guests that were dining at chef's table and then set up the prohibition bar. So unfortunately, I just think the timing wasn't there. So pack your patience if it is publicized on your cruise ship. Because, Royal's trying something different, and it would be a real shame if people made them stop trying to do these types of things. Yeah.
We saw quite a few people getting upset it wasn't opening on time. It's part of the kinks that they're working out, and we both appreciated them doing something like this, because again, this wasn't offered on our last transatlantic cruise, and I really enjoyed this event. I thought it was really unique and fun. So as we go through this video here, there was supposed to be the door that you would walk up to and knock on it. and present the secret code to the person working. However, because there was such a line, you're going to see we pretty much are expedited through. The cool part was you get to go into a crew area. You walk into a back area, crew member only, and then you go into the chef's table. This door was right near the schooner bar, just after the schooner bar, and over by the pool tables. Once you got in, extremely well done. Very highly themed. They even went ahead and covered some lights to make it a little more old school. So really, really great job with the overall feeling in there.
Yeah, definitely. And what I also liked was they actually had some members of the orchestra in there. So they were playing some 1920s music, or at least some kind of classical jazzy type music. I think when we were in there, one of the songs we heard, and what you'll probably be hearing, is When the Saints Come Marching In. So it was really just fun theming. And also they had some of the bartenders that we already knew from around the ship in there, dressed up in their theme night. And you could tell they were also just super excited that they got to try something different. So it was really cool.
Once we got our drinks, we kind of made way for anyone else wanting to come in and experience the Speakeasy as well. So we didn't spend a lot of time in there. But what we did end up doing is, as things slowed down towards the end of the night, and when we're talking end of the night, what,
45 minutes? The line cleared really quickly.
It was pretty quick that we were able to get in there, get out, and then they sucked the rest of the line in there. But about 45 minutes later, we went back to do the full experience. So that's what you're going to see right here. Going up to the door, knocking on the door, presenting the crew member with the secret code, and then going back through the experience. So give it some time. If you see the line is long, just come back.
Keep walking.
Come back. It's not advertised what time they close, though. It says till whenever.
Till it's done, basically. So I would just say, if you don't see a line and you know that's supposed to be the door, give it a knock. We even probably an hour and a half after it actually opened, not the start open, so it's probably over 2 hours after it was supposed to start, there were still people knocking on it and able to go through. So you can linger and kind of mosey on in.
And then you can enjoy your drink in there, which is even better. And the drinks, I'll tell you, very, very strong. The cognac drink is what both Amy and I had. And some great taste, and it really made you feel like you were in that Prohibition era. So
definitely.
Well, I think that's all we have on this 1920s theme night on the Brilliance. So thank you all for watching, and we'll catch you on our next video.
Definitely. Bye.
Bye, everyone.